Okay, our site safeties start out making $15.33 an hour. So I don't know what kind of individuals you're going to expect. I understand you're talking about upgrade, and then you talked about getting rid of some. So just because you upgrade and pay people more don't mean the crime is going to lessen. So you may have a more qualified person, but you have areas where you can't have coverage. So, but I actually came here to talk about violence on classified members. I mean, that was part of my speech here. They're caught in the middle each day. We've had 3 or 4 incidences in the last 2 weeks that doesn't seem to get reported or resolved. When an office manager at Patterson gets cussed out by a parent who's so aggressive she has to be sent home. Then the parent went to the district office and cussed out a secretary up in the school culture and climate department before finally leaving. Then there's also the incident at Cooper that's involved a student nutrition worker. This lady serves food. I don't know what she could have done to the parent, but the parent verbally abused her and physically touched her. Then last Friday at Glen Cove, there was a parent who went into a classroom, cussed out the teacher while the children were present. 911 was called, as well as the superintendent's office. Edison Kelly went out there because the parent was arguing with the principal also and was out of control, was verbally abusive. After Edison left, he thought the parent was gone, and the parent did not leave. He came back into the office, which scared our employees in the office because he'd already been out of control. And then he demanded to see his child, and they brought him from the playground, and then he left. Then an email was sent to George Tisby by the office manager, and they sent a campus supervisor out to protect in case the parent came back again. The teacher was so upset that she could not teach. She wanted to talk to the police. 911 had been called, but the principal sent the police away. Said that since the district was there, they didn't need the police. We also have a problem at Everest with drugs. It starts on the bus. They're smoking marijuana on the bus. Our bus driver, they duck down behind the seats, and she cannot see them. It smells up the whole bus. They also have some weapons on board. There's been a suspension out there. She goes, after she drops off the children at Everest, she goes and picks up elementary kids, and the bus reeks of marijuana. So she's not happy with that. So the cops have been called at Everest also. Now, I think spending millions of dollars on private police force when we could put more site safety at every site makes more sense to me. It'd be a whole lot cheaper. The Vallejo PD is already being sent away, so why do we need more police? I understand what you're saying about us having more control. I have been suggesting more site safeties for years. The idea I talked about, it was also talked about at the Joint Task Force last Wednesday in the group that I was in, which is about safety for the children. Also, you're suggesting that you would contract out our work after you get the police. So we have some site safeties here tonight. We have a couple back here. We have a couple out in the hall. We had more, but the meeting's running long. So they're human beings. They come to work every day and serve this community, and I feel this is not the way to treat them. So, like I said, I told the board a long time ago, when you close Hogan and you consolidate the schools, you bring different gangs together, different communities that aren't normally getting along, and you put them in the same school. I suggested that we get more site safeties, and I was told back then that it was the same square footage, so we didn't need more site safeties. So anyway, I went through the contracting out when you're talking about, and we got rid of the garbage company, and everybody wasn't on the board here. We had a different board. So if there's any talk about contracting out CSEA, we will go to PERB over it. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wow. Is there another card? Mary Ann Kearney Brown.